This is Chamber Chat, brought to you by the Emmetsburg Chamber of Commerce, and I'm Deb Height. Today we're visiting with two students from the Emmetsburg High School who are members of our local Emmetsburg FFA chapter. Today we're visiting with Andrew Garrelts. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you.
And Adam Kerr. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you.
So, Andrew, why don't you tell us, as president of our chapter, what we need to know about FFA?
Well, FFA is a national organization, and most people know it as the Future Farmers of America, but it's a whole lot more than that. It's just everything about agriculture and how it affects everyone every day.
Now, wasn't it the FFA, we think of it in terms of Future Farmers of America, but that is not true anymore,
No, it's not
right?
true, because you don't have to be a farmer to be involved in FFA. FFA is all about doing stuff together, being a team, and getting things done right.
Okay, what kind of events are going on in FFA?
Well, a couple weeks ago we just got back from State FFA Leadership Conference, and basically we took members down and we got to tour the Capitol, and we got to take part in career development events, which are contests, kind of like livestock judging and different things like that. And we got to take part in general sessions they had different keynote speakers and different activities that we could do. So, and it was pretty fun. So
Wonderful. That was a state conference where you took, like, for instance, this board with this information?
yep. We took this board down to state convention and we got a silver on it. And this shows our test plot. And Rick and Julie Albert from JR Farms donated 2.5 acres of their ground so we could have a test plot put together. And this past year, we planted corn, 13 different varieties, and this shows us planting it here. Hoffman Family Farms donated the planter so we could plant it. And they have 8 rows. We have a couple different brands. We had Pioneer, Mycogen, DeKalb, AgriGold, Producer's Choice, Channel, and Cropland. And they all donated different seeds. And State Line Co-op from Cylinder donated the fertilizer in the spring and the chemicals so Rick Albert could spray it. And the members of sophomore class, which would be our class last year, took care of it throughout the summer, mowed it, sprayed the weeds, trimmed around the sign. And in the fall, Kyle Albert came out with Rick Albert's combine and helped us combine, and State Line Co-op from Cylinder brought their weigh wagon so we could do yield results. So it was quite a good project this year. So,
Andrew, I hear you've just come off of a program called EPAC. Would you explain that to us, please?
Yep, EPAC is educational partners for agriculture kids, and we go down to the Palo Alto County Fairgrounds, and kids from Emmett County, Palo Alto County, and Kossuth County come down, and volunteers from the FFA go there and lead groups of kids in 3rd or 4th grade, I think, around the fairgrounds, learning about different parts of agriculture and how it affects them.
When you took them around the fairgrounds, were there like animals, or they just had to use their imagination, or were there things there for them to really relate to?
There was, I think, 8 different stations, and a few of them, for example, were like farm animals, and they had farm animals, and they explained on how times have changed from when we used to keep them all outside to now more confinements and stuff. And then another example was like gate to plate, this is what it was called, and it showed what parts of all the animals that we use, and we use up to like 99.8% or 9% of an animal when we slaughter it.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a bit. Okay, and then did you do crops too?
Yep, and there was one about soybeans and corn, and about how all the products that are associated and made out of soybeans and corn.
Okay, with conferences and all the things that you're involved in, I imagine there's quite a few expenses. So do you have projects that you help pay for your classes?
Yep. During the summer, mostly we do softball and baseball concession stand, and it's our second biggest fundraiser, and we make quite a bit of money from that, so to pay for all of our trips or activities around. And, well, we make the best lemonade in town, so you should probably come to a game and get some.
I've heard
Fresh
that.
squeezed.
A secret recipe.
Yep.
So we want to thank you for being here with us today, and we want to thank you for joining us. This has been the Emmetsburg Chamber Chat, brought to you by the Emmetsburg Chamber of Commerce, where we're working to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. Thank you for joining us.